Police say they found at least 42 more firearms, explosives and thousands of rounds of ammunition following a raid at the Nevada home of Las Vegas gunman Stephen Paddock. The 64-year-old retiree killed at least 59 people and injured more than 500 others as he showered bullets on the crowd at a country music concert from the 32nd floor of his room in the nearby Mandalay Bay Hotel. In a moment, we'll speak with our correspondent in Las Vegas, Patrice Howard, but first, here's Sharon Britt Kelly.
A cell phone captures the moment gunman Stephen Paddock took fire.
Where we going? Let's go. Hayden, stop. Chill. Hayden.
Everybody stop. Just chill.
And then the terror and confusion as the gunfire paused and 22,000 concertgoers tried to comprehend what was going on. And then panic as people took cover and the gunfire started again. Behind the concert venue, sheets billowed in the wind. 2 windows blown out on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay hotel room where Paddock took aim last night, shooting dozens dead and injuring more than 500 others before turning the gun on himself.
It didn't stop. It did not stop.
Boom, 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 and then one after the other. And we were laying down on the floor. I didn't know to get up, to run, to stay, to duck. Didn't know if it was safe to move because just of everything that was going on. It was really scary.
Sydney Sievers and Sarah Haas were among the 22,000 enjoying the Las Vegas Country Music Festival.
It was a scary time in my life. I thought it was over. I really did.
It's scary.
You said it's the scariest time of your life?
Oh, heck yeah. I honestly thought we were done. I had no idea where my mom was. All I had was her. We met some people and latched onto them. That's all we had.
There's just a lot of flight or fight. Everybody just starts running. Everyone's on the ground. Everybody's yelling. Everyone's confused. No one knows what's really going on. Everyone thought it might have been fireworks, but it was,
You could hear the gunshots. You understood what it was. Yeah. You couldn't miss it.
Las Vegas police say the 64-year-old gunman Stephen Paddock had no criminal history and lived in a retirement village about 90 minutes drive from Las Vegas. His brother Eric was in shock.
He went to college, he had a job. We owned some apartments, we sold some apartments. There's nothing. There was no
indication at all.
Nothing. That's what's so... I can't even make something up. There's nothing.
Eric Paddock said he had been watching the television and realised it could have been his own children at the concert.
My brother just killed 50-plus people. How does that affect me? I got this headache right now, strangely enough.
Former Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords was shot in the head following an attack in 2011. She and her husband, retired astronaut Mark Kelly, held a press conference calling for tighter gun controls.
Despite senseless, deadly gun-related domestic violence, despite an epidemic of preventable suicides, despite the problem of toddlers shooting toddlers and their parents, the response from Congress has been to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Incredibly, Congress is currently working on legislation that would weaken our gun laws.
Mr. Kelly said the massacre would have been worse if Paddock's gun had a silencer.
Imagine the confusion for first responders if they arrived on the scene to a bunch of civilians wielding their own guns, attempting to return fire. Imagine the gun lobby's version of society. Everyone armed, everyone out for themselves, everyone at risk all of the time. Folks, that's just going backwards. We do not have to live this way.
At the White House, US President Donald Trump and his deputy Mike Pence held a moment's silence to remember those who lost their lives and those who were injured.
It was an act of pure evil. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are working closely with local authorities to assist with the investigation, and they will provide updates as to the investigation and how it develops.
The preliminary death toll, which officials warn could rise further, makes the attack the deadliest in America's history since last year's massacre of 49 people at an Orlando nightclub by a gunman who pledged allegiance to Islamic State militants. For Checkpoint, Sharon Brett Kelly.